Hey there, Princessy friends. This is Seth Loves Princess 2003 here, and today I'm going to be showing you my Mr Bean VHS collection. So I've got about 8 Mr Bean VHS collections, and as you guys know him, he's absolutely very funny, and he loves his teddy so much, and he goes on a wacky and wonderful adventures. So let's get started. So the first video I have is The Amazing Adventures of Mr. Bean. And this is the first Mr. Bean VHS. And there's Mr. Bean here looking much more pretty good so far. Anyways, here's the front, the spine, profile picture of Mr. Bean, and the back. And the episodes are Mr. Bean and the Return of Mr. Bean, and the bonus scene is the library. Here's the video. Next one I have here, Next one I have here is The Exciting Escapades of Mr. Bean. And there's Mr. Bean there sitting down. So here's the front, spine, profile picture of Mr. Bean, and the back. The episodes are The Curse of Mr. Bean and Mr. Bean Goes to Town, and the bonus scene is the bus stop. Here's the video, and it comes with the X-Men enter of Magneto. Sorry about that. Next one I have here is The Terrible Tales of Mr. Bean. So here's the front, the spine, profile picture of Mr. Bean, and the back. And the episodes are The Trouble with Mr. Bean and Mr. Bean Writes Again. Here's the video. Next one I have here is The Merry Mishaps of Mr. Bean. So here's the front, the spine, profile picture of Mr. Bean, and the back. And the episodes are Merry Christmas Mr. Bean and Mr. Bean in Room 426. Here's the video. So next one I have here is The Perilous Pursuits of Mr. Bean. So here's the front, the spine, profile picture of Mr. Bean, and the back. And the episodes are Mind the Baby Mr. Bean and Do It Yourself Mr. Bean. Here's the video. Okay, next one I have here is the final frolics of Mr Bean. So here's the front, spine, profile picture of Mr Bean, and the back. And the episodes are Tea of Mr Bean and Good Night Mr Bean. Here's the video. And inside it just shows some Mr Bean videos available to buy. Unseen Bean, I'll get that one. Final Frolics, I've got that one. The Merry Mishaps, I've got that one. The Terrible Tales, I've got that one. The Exciting Escapades, I've got that one. And The Amazing Adventures, I've got that one as well. Sorry if these VHS are not straight enough, that's okay. Anyways, the next one I have is the best bits of Mr Bean. And it just shows you all the past adventures that Mr Bean have went to. So here's the front, spine, profile picture of Mr Bean, and the back. And the scenes are Mr Bean at the dentist, Mr Bean helps a busker, Mr Bean's Christmas with the turkey on his head, Mr Bean in terror on the high diving board, Mr Bean gets out of a multi-story car park without paying, Mr Bean packs for his holidays, Mr Bean drives his Mini from an armchair on the roof, Mr Bean can't stay awake in church, Mr Bean meets the Queens in a royal lineup, Mr Bean sits in exam, and Mr Bean's Mini is destroyed. Here's the video. And inside, on the left side, it just shows some scripts and phone number. And on the right side, it just shows some other Mr Bean videos available to buy. The Merry Mishaps, I've got that one. The Final Frolics, I've got that one. The Terrible Tales, I've got that one. The Amazing Adventures, I've got that one. The Exciting Escapades, I've got that one. The Perilous Pursuits, I've got that one. And Unseen Bean, I'll get that one as well. Last Mr Bean VHS I've got is Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie. So, and here's Mr Bean taking out the O out of the Hollywood sign. He's a bit sneaky, isn't he? So here's the front, spine, profile picture of Mr Bean, and the back. This is where Mr Bean goes to the United States for the art gallery. Here's the video. And inside, on the left side, it just shows some Mr Bean TV series. I've got all these except for Unseen Bean. Unseen Bean, I will get that one. And on the right side, it just shows Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie. So yeah guys, that was all my Mr Bean VHS collections, and I will definitely get Unseen Bean really soon. So that's it for me, gonna go. Bye. This is F Loves Princess, signing off. Flying to Princess Land. Boom!